Right back on stage. The stakes are real right now. Two people are coming up, and one of them is going home, and the other stays alive to come back tomorrow. First guy needs no introduction. He was just here. He is the man, the god, the weapon. Put it together for Flash.
教主脸都绿了啊！
And his opponent was up here earlier, and she's fighting for her life. She's from Kingston, Ontario. And you guys remember the drill? Remember the MC? I think it'd be pretty cool if maybe we did a ScarlettZ. What do you think? Can we pull that off? Now let's get it. So we'll start here with Scarlett. Scarlett. Acer Scarlett.
Okay,
好了，来了啊
Point of view, back here watching that on the TV, it was like, it was like a teleported Scarlett into the stage.
Scarlett 打教主，这场比赛好看的，谁才是真教主？东方教主和猥琐神教的教主碰到了一起。
On the stage, backstage, on Roddy's stream, everywhere. It's been just a terrific day. Last game of the day.
Yeah, I think
Flash versus Scarlett.
CVT has been Scarlett's strongest matchup for a while, and maybe that's just because I happen to.
来，大家分析分析啊，分析，看看到底谁能赢。教主最近的 TVZ 还不错，但 Scarlett 可能也是有所准备，可能会有所准备啊。
I don't know how to feel about this one. This is a tough one. It's a lower bracket game. We should point that out.
教主搬了，我们看上来就是搬掉了温室效应 ，Scarlett 搬掉了卡特丽娜。看教主搬第二张图搬什么？
That's just the height of where we are in this tournament right now. It's disappointing that we have to lose one of them. One of them
死亡之一
go through it, as Jared rightly said, will play
Merry Go Round 吧。
in the last game of each group. So just for
好 Merry Go Round 啊。正常情况下，我看第一张图打什么图啊？教主打什么图？第一张，先搬先选嘛。
And we only have one player through from each of the groups so far. Are you surprised by anything today?
Well, apparently, whilst I was casting that last game, that gave me a stomachache.
第一张失踪考察站，第二张胡布，第三张幻光啊。
Indeed.
Spoilers, sorry.
You just ruined the VODs for
好，这场比赛对教主来说也非常的关键啊，
That just happened, so
非常关键。输了就回家，谁输谁回家。
well, there you go. You're gonna find
Scarlett 的 ZVT 也不弱啊，而且 Scarlett 特别擅长打这种硬刚正面的。你要知道 ，Bomber 就是一个硬刚正面的选手，而教主跟 Bomber 的风格有点像，也是个极限运营然后爆正面的选手。所以说这场比赛真的，我觉得教主真的不稳，真的不稳。
2-1 to Bunny because there was a draw.
Yeah, no, it was.
There was a draw.
He was a best of 4, and he won 2-0. Scarlett right now on the line, home crowd, home favourite, probably their best hope of all coming into this tournament. Did terrifically well. Unfortunately, just fell one short. Massa, of course, got himself through the Canadian qualifiers, but this is it. Last chance saloon for Canada on home soil.
Yeah. I think
教主右眼又在跳啊！我们说左眼跳财，右眼跳财，又在跳，慌的要死啊 ！K 射遮羞布啊！你不要这样呀！你看狗哥也被干了，对吧？今天这个 PG Gap 也被干了。
What do you make of his return to form?
nice, good, fun, exciting, flamboyant. No, ultimately, like, I mean, what can you say? Flash returning to form. Unfortunately, losing out on that last series, but what a series! I mean,
好了，今天的最后一场 TVZ 大战。
Ultimately, it's a pleasure to watch. And for StarCraft 2, Flash doing well. I mean, in my books, StarCraft 2 is doing well.
Okay, we're going to head over to the commentary team in just a moment. Just very quickly, one name, one score. Go, Kevin.
Flash 2-1.
Polaris.
Flash 2-0.
Wow!
Oh.
Permission to lynch.
Granted. I was already going to be
Granted.
lynched, so whatever.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm Terran. I'm allowed to be biased here.
Yeah,
You have no
right.
excuse.
No excuse whatsoever. Polaris then, not going with the Canadian crowd. I'm going to do the 2.
跳水眼睛跳的有点厉害。
This guy.
Just because I want to get out of here alive.
He's pandering
if
to
I'm honest.
you.
Let's head over to the commentary team and find out what they think is going to happen, and let them tell the story of our final game in Group D. It's Scarlet versus Flash.
Thanks, Paul. Definitely.
梅西来了，梅西跑过来，好久没看到他，
expecting if you're an
悄悄的就出现在解说台上。
coming, but to think that one of these two amazing players has to be eliminated right now. It's a pretty somber story.
It's kind of sad. I wish like there was like a secondary tournament where they still be alive or something. But no, one of them is going to be eliminated. And if you think about how they match up against each other, I think Flash has been doing pretty well against Zerg. He won his last 7 series against high-level Zergs, including in GSL. He beat Solar and Dark.
Yeah.
And you have Scarlett, who's always shown good things about in her.
等他们再吹一会儿吧啊，再吹一会儿，我也是保存一点体力。今天的最后一场。
She's always done well. She beat Pulse. I think it was something like 6-1, in the battlegrounds.
Yeah.
So definitely very high up there in terms of Zerg versus Terran. Stylistically, how do you think they match up against each other? We have a Scarlet who gets a lot of banelings and then a certain amount of Mutas. How do you think Flash is going to match up against that?
When I look at the way that Flash played in the most recent games, I guess we pull from those GSL games because Flash, and they kind of touched on this a little bit when they were discussing the strategy on the couch. Flash has not been a guy to shy away from mech builds, but most recently he's kind of taken this Widowmine change and not really done a whole lot with it. He likes to go for the Thor Hellback composition and just use really good control and really good splitting to get victory without relying on those Widowmines getting big connections. He'd rather rely more on his mechanics of getting lots of units out.
So what maps would be the best to go for mech on? King Sejong, is that one of them?
If he wanted to go on mech, King Sejong's great.
我说卡了没有啊？
Right, because the Zerg player will
我推流一点都没卡，一帧都没掉，
take more expansions than you.
一帧未掉
Over。the course of a long game, you sometimes end up, if you're on like Nimbus or Deadwing, if the Zerg just rotates around the map faster than you, they'll end up mining more bases overall. And it gets really tricky, but we're about to find out which one of these two fantastic.
好了，来了啊，开始了。蓝色的人族，来自 KTO Star 战队的 Flash 教主出现在了右下角的4点钟的位置。
Right position. One of the greatest Terrans of all time from KT Rolster, he is Flash.
而这边红色的虫族元首就是来自于 Acer 战队的加拿大本土的女性选手 ScarlettZ， 东方教主 Flash 是猥琐神教的教主。这场比赛将决定着谁会回家，谁还能够继续在 IEM 上面奋战。所以两位选手都会拿出看家本领，往死里打。这没办法，比赛就是这样。比赛就是如此残酷。我们喜欢的两位选手现在竟然站在了生死线上。教主最近的 TVZ 所表现出来的打法就硬刚正面啊，就是正面他的整个表现的确是非常的强，但是东方教主啊特别擅长打这个正面的选手，所以我说这场比赛到底谁输谁赢还真不好说。教主跳死神，东方教主就是 ScarlettZ 选择的是裸双。
Now he's up against a Zerg that lives and practices in Korea herself. Well, I'm sure maybe. Does that make Flash in there on ladder?
好，看看怎么打。先停一个房子，怕对方是野兵营，因为教主在这张地图上的确野兵营过啊，在接手的比赛当中都野兵营，而且教主最近的 TVZ 的战术暴露的比较多，所以说我觉得ScarlettZ 肯定是有所研究的，有所准备的。肯定有所准备。
I like getting to see players like Flash come out to tournaments like this. I was really happy to see Zest come out. I know CJ Entis Hero has been one of the Kespa players that's had a lot of success in the foreign tournaments, and I hope this is a trend that we see continue because I feel like a lot of people like watching Flash a lot.
What do you think about ScarlettZ's gasless build in this game? You think it's her best build, or she can mix it up a lot? Is Flash going to be able to expect that too? Because to some degree, you know, you expect players to prepare for their matches, but I'm pretty sure that Flash was focused mostly on preparing for MC. So has he really had time to watch at ScarlettZ VODs and all that?
It's
跳死神开 VF 这些开局都是正常的开局，都是正常的开局。Scarlett 这边是没有踩七哦，他没有踩气，选择的是一个无气开，不知道今天准备的什么战术。其实这场比赛就是比运营的，看谁的运营好。
Flash just wants to make sure that there are no fast Zerglings coming to his base so that he can just smoothly go through his opener because he's not.
教主封一下真场。
Yeah, he didn't get a second one.
Yeah, he just went straight for the reactor because those Marines can deny scouting. We can see now that 2 gases are being taken. You asked me about the gasless build.
啊，2气，5分钟2气。Scarlett 也是换了一个打法，5分钟2气，看看他后续怎么准备。教主走的是 VS， 他要速空投了，看样子。速空投一传兵到2矿，然后直接正面跑火车。这个打法呢，之前跟 Suki 打的时候用过啊，被 Suki 防住，然后直接一波反打打死。不知道教主这场比赛打 Scarlett 为什么要选这样的一个打法？可能这场比赛他觉得这个打法比较好吧，有可能一击致命。
Do you think there is some kind of fast mutas here in the plan? Maybe hoping to catch some kind of 3cc off guard.
Scarlett 2矿跳飞龙，他还没准备3开，2矿跳飞龙也很稳啊，都是想过打乱战的。好，防守。今天 Scarlett 有备而来啊，也是有备而来，他是想过的。今天不正常打，都打乱战，直接跳飞龙，对吧？打乱战跟教主正常运营，的确教主的运营有点猛。好，速空投来了，火车配合空投，火车直接往家里面投。这个我就说过啊，直接投矿后面，然后火车配合空投，这个战术非常犀利。Scarlett 到底死多少农民？8个农民呢？哎呦，不少啊，这个农民数量。这！哦哟，别！哎呀！多少农民啊？敌矿农民没了。这个没有狗速被烧成马了，而且跳飞龙也被看到了。这样的话 ，Scarlett 就难打了。看杀了多少，收入上已经完全有差距了。不知道烧了多少农民啊！出个围巾再打个房子，难打了。Scarlett 上来没有想到教主那么狠。
You can't afford anything. When you lose 21 drones in the first 8 minutes of the game, that happens. It's a really difficult position to be in.
好，飞龙出来。
Flash delayed his 3rd command center, which he's now getting. He's more than certainly paid for in every other way. And Scarlett has caught up in the drones because what else can you do?
应该骚不到什么东西。教主因为是上来就看到了，有防空有围巾，你这个没办法骚啊。Scarlett 先出1条飞龙，到处去搞，因为没经济。 家里面去看一眼。
Actually, some SCVs are stuck between the CC and Starport here.
大家人口持平啊！
Even that one Viking can shoo it away. You're right though.
现在教主运营的飞起啊，爽！
Yeah, 3.
对他来说，现在就是要爆兵压制。Scarlett 倒是飞龙，然后要强吃一波正面才行。赶紧把军坦先铺了。 就看飞龙能拖多久了，马上要出门了，应该拖不住，有可能。 飞龙到处找机会，但是好像找不到什么机会。
You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, even if you picked up a big early edge like with the Hellions that he did. Establishing the third base, getting a bunker, getting a missile turret, and some supply depots to help block.
飞龙继续拖，飞龙数量已经很多了。家里面毒爆虫巢也好了。Scarlett 的运营不错啊，在前期吃了亏的情况下，现在运营不错。教主出门了。 好，直接出门，还带2个围巾。看 Scarlett 怎么防这一波吧。怎么防？我觉得有机会挡住啊，有机会挡住。教主从后面捅，哎，从后面捅是什么意思啊？没必要吧？压军坦就好了。正面还真不见得打得过。哎，送2个围巾这什么意思啊？ 操作有失误，正面战场上教主如果冒进，可能要全倒。他现在就压军坦，还想得很穿啊，压军坦跑。Scarlett 部队很多啊。好，继续压军坦。Scarlett 由于是毒爆没有速度，所以现在不敢打。 但你是有点过分的吧？压到这个位置太过分了。操作不错，我们看 Scarlett 吸引的非常的不错。好，教主这边一看形势不对，直接跑了。看教主的操作，闪开机枪，地雷炸了吗？教主机枪闪的有点好啊，打赢了啊 ，Scarlett 打赢了，但是教主的这个机枪的确闪的有点好。 还是有点冒进，我们说的冒进。后面接了一波狗，但是不敢打，妹子太多不敢打。第一波交换怎么说呢？也是 Scarlett 想看到的局面，因为他这样交换的话，至少不会被人族滚雪球。
Double Evo finally going down here for ScarlettZ. She knows she's going to have to get some of those upgrades to win. The only other solution would have been maybe to all in after holding that attack.
好，继续的骚。Scarlett 现在需要继续的把这个军坦铺起来。还是有些落后啊，还是有些落后。虽然吃了这边一波主力，但是没有打掉妹子，所以说还是有些落后。
She's thinking about attacking or maybe waiting for FlashT to maybe move out to try and crush everything that he has. He's gonna start some upgrades.
Scarlett 攻防也落后很多。我们看教主的2攻掉好了，2攻掉好了，对 Scarlett 1攻1防还没有升好。
Thing is, Scarlett has invested a lot into these Mutalisks. Like, there's not a crazy number of them, but +2 attack.
还前期吃的这点亏，看他怎么扳呢？这个比赛。现在绕着打 ，Scarlett 现在只能绕着打。教主想的很简单啊，就是憋啊，等雷神出来，雷神火之匣出来之后就直接打正面。Scarlett 现在想的就是换家，你出门我就换。家里面直接出宿主，耶，也是换战术了，难道又要用 Snoot 这一招？直接出宿主，这是什么意思啊？
Against 85 right now, she's just gonna go for the Swamos to have some locusts to help and deal with that bioforces. I thought she might like.
这个太狠了啊！这个就是出宿主，你难道不知道我们在通宵吗？
He's made a ton of turrets everywhere, actually kind of blocking his minerals in his natural, and he's moving across the map now. He doesn't want to go into some kind of base trade against the Mutas. He might
好，推进了。
the map now.
教主兵有点多啊。ScarlettZ 这边，哎呀，毒爆被打了，换家了，直接换家。教主发现了对手的部队，飞龙被雷神截了，主力部队被截了，教主追着主力部队打，直接被截了。你别跑了啊，一个都别跑。ScarlettZ 来了个埋地毒爆，中，哎，这跑掉了，差一点就中了，中。 还是没中，那这样的话，主力全倒在这个位置，没中这个太假了。靠宿主了，靠宿主，但是你宿主拖不住啊。Flash 看你这样出宿主，他直接把所有的兵一装，往你家里面一投，你怎么办？
Against a big doom drop here, I don't think ScarlettZ will do that well because she doesn't have that many mutas, but she's 10 walkers ahead.
教主部队很多，直接顶的。我们看宿主能不能扛住，这一波很关键。Flash 不打，跑了，不打。下面已经在叫防守了啊。 大家防守了，各种叫防守，他们也是希望 ScarlettZ 能够守住。ScarlettZ 也打出了跟 Snoot 一样的战术，爆宿主。这边一波小虫子配合着毒爆，看怎么处理。想从后面包 ，ScarlettZ 这边小虫子上去，毒爆看怎么操作了。 看怎么操作这波毒爆 ，ScarlettZ 要刚正面了，必须刚正面这一波，必须刚正面，配合着小虫子直接刚正面，看能不能创造奇迹，滚到了。看这个小虫子，好像还是有点 hold 不住啊，不过效果不错啊，效果不错，效果已经非常不错了。第二波小虫子出来可能守住了，但基地。 教主没点，哎呀，点了，跑了。Flash 操作真的有点好，甩人直接走。这样的话 ，ScarlettZ 经济已经跟不上了。虽然有大量的宿主，但经济跟不上了。Flash 现在可以不停的操作，这经济跟不上了。不过打法还是很有潜力的。
We haven't seen ScarlettZ use this style a lot, so maybe she's still getting a feel for this, but Flash seems to at least not allow him to lose the lead he had in the earlier phase of the game just because ScarlettZ.
好，又是一大票的部队压在门口。ScarlettZ 现在要靠毒爆才能够有机会守住，你光靠这个宿主小虫子扛人柱这一波扛不住啊。好，小虫子出来配合着毒爆。 配合毒爆直接冲击，啊，滚得不错。飞龙还在哦，飞龙还在哦。又来一波小虫子，消耗战上来说，这个小虫子的确太厉害了。Flash硬刚小虫子，脾气也上来了啊，也不空投，也不跟你搞什么，就打你正面，硬刚。什么叫硬刚？这就是硬刚。 又来了一波宿主小虫子，你这都敢刚，我还不信呢。教主，你想好啊，你这损失很大呀，你这样硬刚。好，绕了一波机枪过去偷3矿的农民，但正面这里肯定 hold 不住了，坦克就送这里吧，肯定 hold 不住。ScarlettZ 飞龙控制很漂亮，还在，飞龙还在。 挡住了啊！我们看这个真的宿主很有潜力的一个兵种。教主这个时候应该是先把左边捅开啊，先捅开，然后看是不是有机会空投。好，飞龙上在，继续猥琐。不过教主现在是把左边啊。 左边右边两线进攻，左勾拳右勾拳，那你就没什么太多办法。宿主要防守还是挺难的。好，宿主小木出来我就空投。飞龙还在，截了两传边，哎呀！但是右边怎么办？这边截的不错，但是右边怎么办？继续猥琐吧。有宿主的情况下可以继续猥琐。哦，差一点全倒啊！斯盖特现在又吃兵，看能不能救住这两传兵。应该能够救到。问题不大啊，问题不大，教主还是巨大优势。不过 ScarlettZ 这盘已经防得不错了。
Yeah, I mean, Flash had a great grip on this game from the very beginning, and I can't blame ScarlettZ because, to be honest, with how successful this has been, it definitely seems like the only way she could have gotten the game this far.
好，飞龙继续在后面偷一偷。这边顶了，教主直接这边顶了，他感觉打得过这波宿主小虫子，直接顶了。ScarlettZ 有多少毒爆？这个很关键，能够赶开对手。小虫子又出来了。教主硬刚啊，硬刚，脾气上来了，这就是脾气。哥是暴兵猛男，GG 1-0，还是前期积累的一些优势，一直保持到了最后。但这场比赛打完，教主其实有点虚啊。他其实拿这个战术没什么好办法。如果 ScarlettZ 不是前期吃了这些亏，最后中期那波狗如果没被抓到，教主其实还真不一定打得进去。这个打法对操作要求挺高的。第一，你的飞龙要控制好；第二，你的宿主要控制好。
Not putting in his best effort of dropping and going around the locust. Riley this barracks across the map is like, hey, I'm Flash, just get out. You're gonna lose eventually, and eventually she did die.
I definitely think there's a universe out there where a lot of Terran players throw games when they have leads against a style like this because the swarm host can't be so cost effective. But Flash,
is that your ladder sessions?
Maybe that might just be me. But Flash, when you get your fourth base up, I guess he still has enough resources to just kind of throw it away into the.
好，来等第二场啊。
As long as he kills something with every wave, he doesn't have to be worried too much. The next map is FlashT Labs, which I won't say is a bad map for the mech style. There's a lot of different pathways and alleys to attack through, though, so it could make.
Against mech, you need to play mostly Swamos, right? Do you think ScarlettZ has much experience with that? I feel like ScarlettZ is not one of those Zergs that play all that many Swamos, even though she used to do it a bunch against Protoss, even as wins like against Protoss is like hero, against Terran.
When there was that period of time where mech was kind of getting a bit more popular towards, I'd say, the beginning of this year, we saw a lot of Mutalisk Swarm Host play come out. ScarlettZ was one of the players that was willing to use that strategy, and I think that pretty much shut down the majority of players that were going mech. We pretty much saw the trend come to a complete stop because of Mutalisk Swarm Host. So I think ScarlettZ's capable of doing it, and her Swarm Host control in the last game it seemed to be about on par. Not quite Snoot level, of course. I don't want to take that title away from him as the god of Swarm Hosts, but maybe we just get a more straight up game because I feel like Scar's probably not going to take as much of an economic hit at the start.
So you don't think Flash is going to try to mech on this map? Does he change anything that he's up one game?
I think Flash's setup for playing with Bio, playing with Marine Hellbat Thor, is so good that taking a risk by playing a slow immobile style is just not his thing. I would be a little bit surprised if Flash actually went mech against ScarlettZ on this map.
All right. Those look like Life is up one map against MC, by the way, in the winner's match. Life could advance on into the next round with another map win against MC. We've had two Terrans already take the first place.
不知道在等什么，还没开始。
Taking the first place of Group C, and now possibly Life. Where are the Protosses, man? What's happening?
I'm surprised.
今天我肯定是这场比赛结束之后就是闷头大睡，一直睡到下午。下午睡好了之后，晚上10点钟继续。
Okay.
You know, it's actually really crazy when we look at the results of this group, like how much this group is affected by Sasquatch dropping out of the open bracket. because life replaced him to even come to this tournament. And it's really weird how like it's something that seems like, okay, we had to replace a player, but the player that ended up replacing him is potentially coming out first in this group.
Or even winning the tournament, possibly. I mean, he's been playing great. Man.
Some really interesting stories, I think. Definitely, I didn't get to catch any of the games that Snoop played against SOS, but defeating him, I don't think he dropped any maps in his group either. It's pretty gnarly.
I don't know how you think about it, but what you think about it, but ScarlettZ losing 21 drones.
这什么情况啊？还不开始？
Really looked like she got caught off guard. She expected a completely different opener out of.
这该憋尿也憋好了，该打也打了，怎么就不开始呢？
Just wasn't ready. She didn't have the units. She saw it too late. She started some spines, but then the Hellions just fried literally 21 drones, which is an almost unrecoverable situation.
The thing is, Flash, many Terran players, and this is what I get when I talk to other people, when I play my own games. When you see a fast spine crawler from a Zerg player, it almost always is some sort of fast Mutalisk player or fast Lair, because the Zerg doesn't want to build roaches or Zerglings. They want to save whatever resources they can for their gas later on when they get the Lair tech up. So for Flash to go for that kind of Hellion run by, that's precisely the worst thing that can happen to you, because you don't want to build Zerglings. So I'd say it comes down more so to ScarlettZ build being greedy. Maybe she didn't expect the Hellions to run in, because maybe she thought that Flash would keep them for a later attack or maybe a later Hellbat push, which Mutalisk would have shut down very nicely. But honestly, I think if you're playing versus someone that's doing this fast Spire play, you should always try to run your Hellions in, because they generally can't afford to have anything else if they're rushing.
Yeah, or not even Wolof, I guess.
Yeah, they can't afford to do anything because they rush straight to Spire.
The Spire does take a long time to go up as well, so there is, I guess, a sort of, semi-long timing that you can hit before it's up and the Mutas are finally out. And Flash actually hit very, very early in that game with a bunch of Hellions and Marines. And behind this, actually took his sweet time, throwing down the eBay. But I mean, after killing 21 drones, can you really still lose if you're that good of a player?
什么情况啦？
Yeah, it's.
教主又要作了，到底打不打呀？ 别作呀，快点啊！
I don't mean to say it's not like she built a bunch of drones or went for fast upgrades, but when you just rush for tech and have no units, sometimes you die. We've seen it in the reverse positions in
when
this
you play
matchup.
the game of drones, you win or you die.
Yeah, exactly. You get 80 drones by 8 minutes, or it's all over. So, I think on Foxtrot Labs though, it's not a bad map for Mutas, because bouncing between the third base and the main of the Terran player is very easy. Once you get in any kind of rhythm, it's a super short air distance, but the running distance, you have to go down around the natural, down the ramp, and it can be very frustrating in the early game, especially since there's so many different ways into the natural, depending on the spawns usually.
不知道教主在作什么。
Gold base is being used on this map.
I think it just comes down to how gutsy a Terran or Zerg is feeling. If you're ahead, if you feel like you've done a lot of work and that you can defend whatever the Zerg throws at you, then there's no reason, not to take the gold base if you get like a top left or bottom right side. But that also exposes you, because then you have two ways that the Zerg can try to hit that base. So we had to fix a couple things, but we're ready to start this game now. The lobby is now counting down. And Todd, man, I think a lot of people be a bit upset to see ScarlettZ go out at this point in the tournament.
Well, a lot of people would be upset to see Flash go out.
Yeah.
Basically, a lot of people are going to be upset, but also happy, because one of those guys, he's going to have another chance at making it to the next round.
快睡着了啊！这个比赛不打真的快睡着了。
Let's just have them keep playing games after this.
相信很多的观众熬夜的观众都跟我一样很累啊。
It's not fair that someone has to be eliminated. What these players are so awesome.
好了，终于来了啊！终于来了。
So we need just a quick pause.
Sport TV 竟然在转播这个比赛，你敢信？
Sadly.
Yes, we have. I gotta say we've had quite a few multiple language streams. The Sport TV games, they're actually doing a Korean stream.
Sport TV 掉了，难道要重新开始吗？
Even they want to see ScarlettZ versus Flash.
I mean, everybody wants to see Flash play, man.
That's true.
Sport TV 在转播这个比赛啊。
We are going to see here, as far as openers, the ScarlettZ go again into that 4-queen, again on a map where Reapers, have a lot of room to. Well, what is it that you call it? That small area behind the natural.
I mean, depending on the spawns, like the little peninsula. There's that part that sticks out that you can just jump up to from the natural. I think it makes things a little bit easier for Reaper play. Like Flash.
You said Flash before did a proxy Reaper on King Sejong Station. Any chance he does it on this map?
I wouldn't be surprised since he's up one map in the series. This is probably one of the most popular proxy Reaper maps because of, as we were discussing, the architecture of it allowing for Reapers to jump around pretty easily. So
I think it was MMA that did it against Newt. Proxy Reaper into mech.
I've seen MMA do it. I've seen Cure do it. I've seen, I think, even Yoda do it. Most TV series I've seen on this map, like someone's busted it out. MMA's done it a lot.
我也快睡着了啊。
Is that your main build on the ladder, Nate?
I don't proxy Reaper. It always gets scouted. I have bad luck. I have bad luck with my cheese.
Some of the matches that we're going to see tomorrow to find out who else qualifies, by the way. In the Group A, we're going to have Bunny take on Zest. One of those guys is going to move on to the round of 8. Linog versus Violet. SOS versus First. Oh my god. It's actually going to be the rematch from the first match that happened in that group. And then, of course, the winner of that match here will play against MC because Life did take out MC in the winner's match and Life moved on to the next round. So far, 2 Terrans and 2 Zergs. Definitely gonna have one Protoss moving on.
身体已经没有以前那么好了，以前这个熬夜都无所谓的，现在身体真的不行了啊。
The results in this tournament have definitely been a bit interesting to say the least. Liquid guys were having
以前熬夜这个熬个一天无所谓的。好，来了，终于来了。蓝色的人族选手就是 FlashT， 出现在了右上角的2点钟的位置。
Best of 3 will be eliminated from the Intel Extreme Masters Toronto. And our first player spawning in the top right position in blue, playing Terran for KT Rolster. He is
Flash。而左边红色的虫族选手就是来自于 Acer 战队的 ScarlettZ。
Representing Acer, she is ScarlettZ.
What is it going to be, Nate? Is he going to be
看打法了啊，看打法。
Doesn't look
too late.
Like we're going to see a proxy.
And the Depot's
from Flash.
Almost done. No SCV out on the map.
And Scarlett going for the drone scout here, wants to make sure no kind of 2 racks or proxy goes down.
Yeah, I think with how popular it is in this map, you need to be careful. But there's also so many different places where you can place a barracks. It makes it tricky because even if she sends a drone scout out, she would be unlikely to find a proxy barracks if there was one. Maybe if it was an 11-11, but you would never find the replay.
开局依旧还是一个跳死神的开局。ScarlettZ 是探路裸双。难道他要泰山压顶？哦，果然泰山压顶。泰山压顶，这一招非常的凶啊！这招非常的凶。裸3泰山压顶。这招是 F91的战术，多少年前的战术了？如果是出死神，好了，教主这场比赛就难打了。难道要出蟑螂？不是吧？你真的是学了 F91战术啊？这太歪了吧！这招的确有点凶啊！这招教主不见得见过，好早以前的战术了，这个自由之翼的战术了。这招如果是以前经常看我们直播啊，看 F91的直播的时候，就知道有这招。这招怎么防呢？好，退死人吧，退死神，拍个地堡，退死神，击伤不停啊！死神没退也没关系，击伤不停，击伤不停，在对方能够铺第一个坦的情况下，先把基地打掉，不能让对手第一时间造。教主直接拍下来，教主的整个防守方式很有经验。他这个基地就是不能让那个这个基地一直存在，如果一直出蟑螂，这场比赛教主就输了。ScarlettZ 也放弃了，看到教主的防法，他懂了，教主会防的。这个应对非常的漂亮，千万不要到高台上面去修个地堡，你怂了，你到高台修个地堡，队友出蟑螂，你门也别想出了，永远不要想出门。
Kind of hurts his own economy. He's mining about 200 resources less per minute at the moment.
Ideally, when you do this as a Zerg, you're hoping to face a CC first, right?
If you're facing a command center first on the high ground.
The SCV died. Oh no, he barely escaped.
好，那这样的话，这个方法就是最好的方法了。 教主的经验让我感觉有点惊讶，就因为这个战术，说实话流行的时候，教主还并没有打星际2呢。教主看 GPU 也看智商杯啊，什么都看，想不到他连 F9的第一视角都看，让我太惊讶了。什么战术他都会防。
There cannot really be too many all-ins that could be used in work here.
This is kind of cute. The two sets of Zerglings that Scarlett was building inside Flash's base. I think if they've been able to run to the right,
Scarlett 狗速好了，也会给教主一些压力。
She already has speed, so she's gonna try to be annoying here a little bit.
Flash raises the depots though. No way for Scarlett to get in. I think.
Scarlett 又亏了呀，开局又亏了。妈的，李永才防的有点好。
Could kill Flash, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree.
The third CC not being seen here, I guess this is a big deal, right? And Scarlett, she has only one single overlord near there. Can she actually get it in and see exactly what she's up against, which ideally you always want to happen?
I don't think so.
Especially SCVs, I think are going to see that overlord, so...
3D 已经甩下去了，整个运营教主已经领先很多了。Scarlett 现在，我们看他会用什么样的一个方式来搬比赛了？怎么搬啊？这个比赛直接出了毒爆虫巢。教主现在火车也有4个了，也不出狗也解决不了。
There's no threat of any bio or light unit push aside from just standard Hellion pressure. But
She's spending a lot of gas. Any chance she tries and do a timing? Double additional gas going down here for Scarlett as well as the spine.
这比赛很难打了。
She's still droning up heavily.
Even the spine, I think. This isn't a
真的很难打了。Scarlett 现在要想把这个比赛扳回来，除非是教主有些是比较重大的一个失误。如果不失误的话，这个比赛基本上就是2-0要收官了。教主要做的就是不停的按部就班的不停的运营。按部就班运营就好了，因为他运营已经占了一个比较明显的优势。火车继续跑跑，能压什么压什么。
That Bailey Nest is either because you're putting yourself behind by being overly defensive, which we know that Scarlett's doing, or there's a big attack coming. And in both of these scenarios, Flash is already in a good place because if his Hellions are at home to defend an attack,
好，多兵挂起来。
there's no attack coming. Scarlett's still not doing a lot for
对
herself.
教主来说，基本上没有影响他的运营的。火车带兵，不停的爆起来。
He hasn't denied Chris spread at all. Even that tumor actually right next to his Hellions, he's gonna go up. So
后门去看一眼。
Scarlett, if you let her get too crazy with the Chris spread, she's
我们就看 Scarlett 怎么打吧这场比赛。
take the good engagements that she needs, and you're gonna be in trouble.
至少在现在这个形势上来说，已经很难打了。
It's definitely important for this matchup for sure. The Spire is on the way. Overseer morphing down the top side.
教主第一波兵压制的时候 ，Scarlett 有飞龙吗？飞龙倒是很快啊，而且提了一个房子的速度，眼瞳进来看一眼，看到教主运营那么顺的情况下，他真的还不好办，真的不好办。
Another minute or so before they actually cross the map towards their side of the base. So right now it's all about that creep spread. You want to keep these forces back. Since Flash
司机力放下，硬刚正面了啊！这个要硬刚正面的，不硬刚一点办法都没有。军坦这一盘 Scarlett 也是拼的，各种扑，各种乱扑军坦。
She's just gonna want to look to drone up a little bit more, make sure she has enough units in case she gets attacked. And you see she's starting everything on time. The 1-1 was started a while back. Bailing speed is on the way. She has the Spire about to finish and enough gas to make at least 5 mutas. So even though, you know, it wasn't the best opener in terms of where she was headed and she didn't know what she was up against, you know, made the quick
好，飞龙出来。
nothing with it for the longest time.
但是你飞龙出来的时候，教主也开始推进了，一样的。
Somehow climb back into this game and make sure she doesn't fall too far.
比正常开局是少了一波补农民的一个时间啊。如果 Scarlett 补了农民，正常正面就难顶。好，人口大家持平，这个时候持平绝对不是一个正常的表现。虫族在这个时候应该要多出一些人口才对。
And then because his Marines will just mop up Zerglings.
Not many units have died actually in this game. Just 8 for Scarlett.
好，教主还在这边，还在等雷达吧？他应该等雷达要清军坦。
4 Flash.
不然的话他没有必要在这里边 hold 住不动。ScarlettZ 飞龙狗毒爆出来了，看飞龙，火车才没敢点，清军坦了，应该有雷达了，可以清军坦了，还不清，不可能呢，这就不清军坦了。大家攻防差不多 ，ScarlettZ 终于进入到自己爆发期了，就看这一坨兵啊，如果能够成功的吃掉 Flash 这正面这坨兵，那 ScarlettZ 就好打了。好，教主这边清的军团。他在等啊，他在蓄力一波。在之前我们看那个 IEM 预选赛还是卡斯帕杯的预选赛上面，都是教主打法永远都是这样的，不上军坦，然后蓄力最后一波，200人口直接打穿虫族。他比较擅长这样的一个打法，因为他正面200人口的这个操作啊非常的好。ScarlettZ 又来了啊，又出宿主了，我受不了了，又出宿主。为什么我们在这么困的情况下，你竟然又出宿主
？And you know, Flash is cleaned some of that creep spread, but he's waiting for his 2-2 upgrades, I think, to hit the timing here. The thing is, when 2-2 finishes, there's going to be a bunch of swarmers out here for ScarlettZ to
偷农民
and reinforce. So as much as his bio forces,
偷不到啊
an overwhelming force with a lot of army supply is actually ahead right now.
飞龙抽了出去，但是没有找到什么机会。教主顶的正面这波，继续用他最擅长的方式，少量部队上军坦，先清军坦，再慢慢的上来。就看宿主能不能拖住了啊！爆宿主了，已经在左边的这片矿肯定掉了，也别管了，这片矿掉了也别管。
This is smart. Flash is about to find out about the swarm hosts, though, as these locusts begin to chew away at his bioforce. But you know what? He still kills.
顶了下来，我们看宿主出来了没？宿主出来了，但是正面不一定打得过啊。Flash 这波兵很多，200人口了 ，ScarlettZ 正面不一定扛得住。哎呀，这个正面真的有点刚，顶着宿主的火力，小毒爆冲了，撞火车侠。但是还是没打赢，宿主可能要倒。这前期吃了亏，靠宿主拖也不一定拖得住啊。Flash 直接顶得上去，这个兵太多了。ScarlettZ 这盘有点扛不住了，大量的小狗过来，但是对手有火车侠，也没什么办法，先靠小种子清掉火车侠再说吧。但 Flash 冲了一团兵，哎呀，二矿农民打光，悄悄的打光农民。好，就算这波你打赢也输了，就算你打赢你也没这个农民的。Flash 这波进攻思路很清楚啊，就算你打赢，但是你没农民的。ScarlettZ 农民被打光了，只有31个农民。这边领先50人口，再顶一波差不多就结束了。ScarlettZ 不愿意退啊。但真的没办法 ，Flash 正面这个暴兵能力真的太强了。刚才他分的这波机枪下去点农民啊，是这场比赛比较关键的一个点。如果刚才 ScarlettZ 的农民没有死，这场比赛他可能还要猥琐下去，还能猥琐下去。好，顶死了，基本上这一波顶完就顶死了，实在是挡不住了啊！被抓了，小虫子贴住，但是火车侠扫光了小虫子，扫光了这个狗。好了，打光了，GG 了，一把雷达路过就GG，可以打GG了啊！你面对的教主的确正面比你强太多。这暴兵能力太强了，好，打光，退一步，但没有用，集合所有的部队，操作雷神，所有操作细节都做得很好。ScarlettZ 已经放弃抵抗了，前期他没想到教主防得那么好，GG， 2-0，教主也赢了啊，2-0，是成功的保住了自己一条命。那这样的话，教主跟 MC 还要打，在明天。 明天的晚上12点，教主跟 MC 还要干，不是明天啊，是今天晚上。今天晚上，现在已经是早上了。今天晚上，我先睡觉了，我先睡了，然后下午起来，然后我们晚上10点钟再见吧啊，各位10点钟见，睡觉，大家都睡觉了啊，10点钟见。VOD 我会现在就传上去的，如果没有看到比赛的观众可以看 VOD。好，睡觉了啊，各位，我传 VOD 去了。